Okay.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Janet, and I have enjoyed canning and freezing my own produce for years now. But today I want to press upon you the many benefits and reasons for canning and freezing fresh fruits and vegetables. As we begin, I want to ask you if you really understand the seriousness of additives and preservatives that are in our foods. According to the Sustain Table Organization, the FDA has approved more than 3,000 food additives for use in the U.S. and approximately 5.1 billion pounds of pesticides are used every year. To prove just how serious these additives and preservatives can be, let me read you a blog that I found. Okay, kind of went like this. One of my friends had a frightening experience on Christmas Eve, which we thought may have been caused by an additive in corn chips. She has never had a reaction like it before, but had eaten quite a few corn chips at a family outing. Here's what she wrote after that. There was 1 bottle of mineral water, 1 bottle of wine, 2 packets of corn chips, and a salad consisting of lettuce, tomato, and cucumber. Halfway through the night, I started to get these itching bumps on my neck and legs. Felt ordinarily the rest of the night, and next morning I noticed more lumps. My ears were red hot and swollen. Managed to get through the day okay. Didn't feel much like eating and was very tired. Next morning, I woke up absolutely burning and covered in lumps. I tried to get up and shower, but I fainted. My lips swelled up, and my husband was in a panic. A doctor gave me an antihistamine, and within an hour, I was better, but my blood pressure still remained low, and I had to stay in bed until my body battled whatever I had ate. Today, I am better. The hives are beginning to go, and no new ones are appearing. I can walk, but I have to tell you, I'm scared. I don't know what I ate. I think maybe the corn chips. As I read this blog, I thought about my own daughter, who at about the age of 3 had similar reaction to a food additive. I'm sure that we all know someone that has had a reaction to a food additive. Hopefully, but not as extravagant as this woman's experience. Okay, now that I've let you see some reasons for additives that can affect people, let me put a face to a common result of pesticides. Everyone knows Michael J. Fox and his battle with Parkinson's. It's a nervous system disease that can be caused by pesticides. Knowing that, what is really shocking is that according to an FDA website, in 1954, an amendment was made to law that allows a set limit of pesticide residues to be used in our foods. Oh wait, take a look at just a few additives that are mentioned on the FDA website as allowed additives. You can see formaldehyde, arsenic, chlorine, ethanol, hydrogen peroxide, and nitrogen. Let me impress upon you that these pesticides and additives aren't going away anytime soon. Becoming an active participant of petitions and taking your health into your own hands by eating fresh fruits and vegetables will reduce your total intake of preservatives and additives. Eating unhealthy foods will only cost you as you spend more on groceries, healthcare visits, and as well as your ability to enjoy life due to fatigue, low-grade health complaints, obesity, and depression. In an article by Dr. Mark Mayman, an international leader in his field of addressing chronic illnesses, he writes, "The true cost of unhealthy food isn't just the price tag. In fact, the real costs are actually hidden. Eating healthy doesn't have to cost more. In fact, it promotes health and avoids diseases." Now that I've shown you the problems that affect all of us here on a daily basis, I want to show you a solution that will affect your personal health as well as those that you love. There are 2 easy methods of naturally preserving nutrients and flavor: canning and freezing. With the cost of food going way up, many people are choosing to buy in bulk and store for future use. I know what you're thinking. Is it really worth it? Well, research at the University of Illinois Department of Food Sciences and Human Nutrition concluded that canned and frozen vegetables retain most of their nutritional values. Canning produces some loss of vitamin C and folate during the heating process, but they do retain all their essential vitamins and minerals. While freezing vegetables preserves more nutrients than canning and stops the growth of bacteria and molds. Food preserving on your own certainly gives you the control over the procedure and the quality of food that you eat. Now your question is going to be, can we really save money doing this? Okay, let's take a look at a cost outline. Taken from a publication called Preserve It Naturally, published in 2010, from an article in WholeNewMom.com. It details the estimated costs of freezing and canning. I have printed out some extra ones of these here so that in case you guys want to take a little bit closer look at it, you can. And in this first slide, you can see that the freezing would run about 16.2 cents per pound. The initial costs, of course, will vary depending on the size and type of vacuum sealer that you would use. But that's just up to your own personal preference and the portion sizes that you need to keep in mind and the available storage area that you have. Sealers can run anywhere from $69 to $150, with bags running around $8 for about 25 bags. Of course, this depends again on the size of the portions that you're freezing. The particular one that I was using was only $69 and it works great for a family of 4. In this second slide, you can see that canning costs are about 5.5 cents per pound. Okay, the initial start of canning is a little bit higher because of the equipment needed, but once you start seeing and tasting the difference of the fresh foods, you'll realize the benefits. Remember too that the initial cost can fluctuate because you can find these canning supplies usually at garage sales and from others that who started canning. Once that you have bought the canning jars, you don't have to incur those costs again because those are reusable. So to conclude, I hope I have opened your eyes to the many dangers of additives and pesticides that are found in our foods. Programs like 60 Minutes are always investigating while environmentalists are working hard to ban, protect, and instruct the American public about the pesticides and additives that are being put in and on our foods. What it comes down to is you and me, making the lives of our families healthier. What you do today will affect them in the future. Let me encourage you to go visit a local farmer's market with your family and see, smell, and taste the difference between store-bought and fresh fruits and vegetables. Make it a family outing, and then enjoy quality time as you prepare the food for canning and freezing. Growing your own produce is another way to work together as a family, teaching them a valued skill learned from our ancestors. Don't forget that growing can be done anywhere. It can be done in pots, small above gardens, in planters, or in community plots. I ask you to take this challenge to start today. Take the first step and visit the farmer's market. Plant a row of carrots, or just a tomato plant in a bucket. You'll taste the difference. Please don't let your son or daughter or loved one be the next blocked allergy reaction that ends up in the ER room due to hives, or worse yet, anaphylactic shock. And remember, those that live painfully every day with neurological disorders like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or MS, take that first step to protecting your health. Take the step and begin the age-old method of canning and freezing fresh fruits and vegetables. Eating healthy foods without spending a lot is possible, and you can do it.